Welcome to Burst of Flavors. Let's make Jamaican Jerk Pork Shoulder Roast. One of my favorite ways to enjoy my jerk pork shoulder is to have it with roasted sweet potatoes, cauliflower, and broccoli. My other way I like to enjoy this shoulder roast is to make some pork shoulder sliders. For the shoulder roast, you're going to need an onion, 3 to 4 garlic cloves. You're going to need fresh thyme sprigs. You're also going to need Walker's Wood jerk seasoning. I'm using mild. And you're also going to need the pork roast itself. I am going to blend up the onion, garlic, and fresh thyme. Also add a little bit of olive oil to the blender. And we're going to blend these up and stuff these inside the pork. I've blended up my onions, my garlic, and my thyme leaves. And I'm now going to simply cut some holes into the pork roast and stuff the herbs into the shoulder. So you want to make sure that you place as many holes inside of the pork roast. This is going to season the inside. The Walker's Wood jerk seasoning tends to just season the outside. But I like to add my extra flavor and insert holes and place in my fresh herbs. And don't forget, I didn't mention to remove the thyme leaves from the thyme sprig. And then we're almost ready to cover this with some jerk seasoning. Now that I've used a sharp knife to place holes into the shoulder and stuff it with my herb seasoning, which was once again the onion, garlic, and fresh thyme, I'm now going to use about half a jar of my Walker's Wood jerk seasoning. And you want to make sure that you coat this jerk seasoning all over the roast. So give it a generous coating of jerk seasoning. If you're using that hot seasoning, you want to make sure, if you can handle that heat, that you don't put too much. But I'm going to use a thick coating because I'm using a mild Walker's Wood. And just rub it in generously. Now that we've seasoned our roast and covered it with our jerk seasoning, you want to marinate this for 24 hours. So cover it with plastic wrap or foil and place it in the refrigerator for 24 hours before we roast. You're now ready to roast. So preheat your oven to 275 and line a roasting pan with heavy foil and insert the roasting rack. Once you insert the roasting rack, you're going to roast this for 3 to 4 hours. It's now been 3 hours and this looks absolutely fantastic. This is what you want your roast to look like. And you're going to let it sit for 30 minutes before you carve the roast. My roast has been resting for about an hour and you're now ready to slice. So I've sliced my roast and this is what it should look like. You see that nice coating of jerk seasoning, and feel free, like I said, to enjoy this in sliders or as a smothered pork chop.